Whoa. Welcome back, y'all. That's crazy. I'm just watching a whole bunch of news. That's why I should be getting off this news stuff, man. Really, it's like, it's
Another moment
real
we showed you earlier this afternoon,
tragic.
a U.S. Customs and Border Patrol vehicle
Let me
also
pause
getting
this real
things
quick.
thrown at it from protesters. At one point,
Let me
looks like
pause this.
milk, rocks, other things
There's a
being
lot.
thrown at those
There's a
vehicles.
lot going on, man, in this world right now. There's really a lot going on. Seems like there's a lot of groups out there. I mean, there's protest groups. But who's enticing these people? You know, it seems like the government's almost pushing buttons of the community, of every state community, you know, it just, and people are just going crazy right now. But all this stuff is being done. I feel like all this stuff is being done like strategically, you know? A lot of these wars, a lot of these protests, a lot of this stuff is like really, it's a strategic move. That's what I think. I mean, I could be wrong, but what do you guys think? I mean, you guys don't think a lot of this stuff is being engineered? Because it's quite feasible. You could definitely make something feasible. You know, that feasible, I mean, that's pricey, that costs money. You could definitely corner market. You know, if you're a fear monger, and forget about fear mongers, man. We dealt with that all the way back since what? Since President Bush Jr. Probably longer than that, way before him, but that's when I started seeing it. I don't even want to go into all that because I'm really not trying to be political. But yeah, there's a lot of conspiracy theories around that presidency. So, man, there's a lot going on, protesting in LA and in different parts of the country, and it's unbelievable right now what's going on. What up, Samuel? What's going on? And if you guys are new to this chat, you guys new to this channel, I'd appreciate if you guys subscribe, because we're trying to get the subscriber count up. You know, get that up more so we can give you guys more of what you're really looking for. I'm actually trying to see what is out there, what I can put out that people will gravitate towards. But for the most part, I'm gonna start putting videos out of things that I like. But I'm gonna start, not quite yet. We're just gonna put out more value. But right now, I just want to tune in to what's going on in the world, because I don't want to really look away. You know what I mean? It'd be easier to look away and just go back to work and make a whole bunch of videos. Which I probably should do, but I think I should still keep my ears open and tapped into what's going on in the nation, even if it's negative, you know. And I'm not a big fan of just putting out negativity, because there's a lot of negativity in this world. So why not be the light? You know, I've always said that. But let's see what's going on, man. I'm gonna start. I don't know, man. Hopefully they're not trying to kick a civil war. And I think that's what's going to happen. My last live, I'm like, yo, I wasn't even thinking about this. But then I'm like, yo, let me just see what's going on. See, man, that's why I should have never went and clicked on like a whole bunch of this stuff, man. I should just continue to really dive into, you know, all the tech stuff that I've been working on, and collaborating with other people that's in tech, you know. There's some MIT kids that's really up for collaboration, and they're doing some great things. They're traveling to, you know, some parts of Africa, and they're helping out kids out there, you know. They're building orphanages. They're basically hooking up, you know, hooking up Wi-Fi, hooking up these kids with internet connection and providing them with laptops. So there's a lot of good that we can do with what we have with a lot of this technology, and we could raise money to, dive into more of researching how to, help the world, through philanthropy work. But it's insane. I feel like we should just use our expertise and our skills, all of our skills and all of our tools, because there's a lot of AI tools that's out there, and we should be using that to, connect with other people, connect with like people that's been, for instance, connecting with people that obviously have been here and now are not. You know, all the immigrants that have migrated here, but now all have been kicked out. I don't even think all of them have got kicked out. I think most of them, they still rounding up more immigrants day by day. But I think what we should do is create these apps, right? Create all these tools to help these people after that, because all they're looking for is, work. They're looking for work. They're looking for a better life. They're looking for a future, a career, because they see on TV, they see on their end, on their side of the world, they're looking at America as being the golden child, the cash cow, if you will. And I think and I've always had that thought process. Like, let's put our heads together, get our teams together, all the resources, all the apps that we're building, and help outsource. What's up, Miss Hernandez? How you doing? What's up, girl? Yeah, man. It's just a whole bunch of mess going on, but I think we can patch it, just how Doge, Department of Government Efficiency, how they came in and are helping patch up the government by weeding out the frauding, by weeding out all the processes that does not work, everything that is set to just govern our govern the federal government, the state government. Like, a lot of this stuff doesn't work, right? So if the feds are governing state and cities worldwide, well, nationwide, then who's governing them? Like, do you ever think about that? So, like, we got to bring the power back to the people, and I think we're doing that slowly. We're bringing the power back to the people, by allowing the people to open Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, free of charge. But I've been telling people, sooner or later, these platforms are not going to be free anymore. They're not. We're going to have to start paying for them. And I'm glad I opened up a YouTube account, because just recently someone had said that, someone I know just was like, yo, you have to actually pay for something, some of the features now, and you have to pay to open up a YouTube. And I was like, really? It's like, yeah. I'm like, wow, I didn't know that. So they're actually, I don't know, I could be wrong, but you guys let me know. Do you guys have any people, like any friends, any acquaintances that actually are paying for YouTube, to have a YouTube account? Let me know. Chat, let me know what's going on. Because just one person just told me this, and I just want to know what's happening. I need to get answers from different sources. That's how I get down. I can't just listen to just one person, because it's like, yeah, I have Chad. I mean, I have like, Copilot that I can go to, to just see what's going on. It'll give me the answer, but I'd rather come here first, you know? But yeah, man, that's what I think should happen. I think we should create these tools to just help people and get them processed in the right way, you know. And if they want to stay home where they're from, get tools to them. Get like the digital tools to them. Get some outsourcing. Get some work outsourced to them, and get payments. Like, start developing these payment apps that we can outsource work to these immigrants, and where they can get paid for as well, because we could actually make a lot more money. Us Americans can make a lot more money. We could make, we can create a lot more by outsourcing work, obviously, and we could do it not free of charge, but we can do it, very cheaply. We could definitely do that because the value of the dollar in other countries are much less, right? So I know back in Haiti, it's if you have at least what 100, send $100 of American money, USD, 100 USD is about 300 something, between 3 to 5. I'm not too sure. I think it's up there though. It's up there. $150, you're probably looking at close to $500, something like that, in the good of Haitian good. So, no, that's what it is. It's $50. $50 is equivalent to like $300. That's what that is. That's peace right there. You know? So that's what I think. I think we should just outsource a lot of this work because these people come here to work anyways and they try to avoid, getting caught up with the BS that's going on in their country. And the reason why they're getting caught up in the reason why there's BS being in in other countries is because there's a lot of corruption. There's a lot of, you know, government officials that's not really doing the right thing, and then the money's being embezzled and money's being laundered here, and people are, shorted. There's being shortages of funds here, and this group needs it, but it's just like it's a whole bunch of mess going around. But does that sound like a nation you know? But we could all do better. We can. I think it starts with us first, man. We're actually like the leaders of the world, I guess you should say, right? By default, America should be. Okay, all these stars are born here. All these, I can't say born here, but they do make their name here in America if they haven't yet already elsewhere. You know, all these basketball NBA players, all these NFL players, a lot of them come from different countries, and they come here to get the bread. So if we have the money here, why not outsource the work at other places? Create these apps, create these progressive web apps, right? And get things going. Easier said than done, but it can be done. I assure you it can be done. And I'm going to do it. But I'm gonna switch this over. Samuel in the house. Kralari? What's up, Kralari? I love all y'all that's tuning in though. Seriously, because when I first started, I really didn't have too much viewers, but slowly but surely I'm growing, and I'm glad that you guys are on here. But what do you guys let's see, unrest across Los Angeles. Okay, this isn't okay. So guys, this is in LA, I guess. They're showing clips from LA. I think they're gonna be showing clips from different parts of the United States. But for right now, I'm gonna just dive into this right now. I think it's fascinating. Tell me what you guys think about this. Like, what's happening? Are fear mongers? Are they taking over? Are they forcing a civil war? Let me know, guys. Here we go.
As they pass by.
Over in Inglewood, this was the situation here. Citizens video shows someone being stuffed inside a Border Patrol vehicle there. A few people were outside of the car protesting the law enforcement. It's unclear if this was part of a larger raid or who the person was that was being taken in this video. We have reached out to federal officials.
Hold on, someone's being taken? But hold on, let me know if you guys can hear me though. Let me know if you guys can hear the news that I'm putting on here. Maybe I should just turn it up a little bit more. Yeah, let's see what happens.
Have not heard back yet. And tonight, a rally outside a detention center in downtown LA where protesters are gathering for anti-ICE rally on Alameda. This is happening right between Aliso and Temple. After yesterday's raids, they say they're standing against President Trump's immigration policies and fighting for dignity and equality. Now, joining the rally there, SEIU President David Huerta's nephew, who says